Five, four, three, two, one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Monroe Mann. Can't believe I still have this cough. It's been about 5.5 weeks. I don't know. Not fun. In general, I didn't want to do any exercise today, but I haven't done one of these fitness things in a while. So I decided I should probably do it. And I've had two people say, hey, when are you going to do a live stream to do some fitness? So we're going to do our typical two-circuit fitness routine here, starting with some single-legged squats. Then we will do then some push-ups, then some sit-ups, and then we'll go to the pull-up bar and do some pull-ups and chin-ups. And then we'll do it again. We'll start over again. We'll do the single-leg squats. We do the push-ups. We're gonna go do the sit-ups again and then go back to the pull-up bar. So I encourage any of you guys to do this with me. Don't just watch. I know a lot of people just like to watch me doing the fitness, but you don't benefit by doing that. You gotta actually do the fitness as well. So I'm gonna set this up over here. And I'm gonna start the single leg squats. And, okay. Here we go. So again, do some single leg squats for yourself at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope you'll do these squats with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a quick break. We'll do some more. Hello, welcome very much. Good to have you here. My name is Monroe and we're doing some fitness together. Go back to the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we got 4 people here. Thanks for the likes. So we're doing a little circuit training here. Just did the legs. We're gonna do some push-ups now. And I hope you'll get on the floor and do some of these exercises with me. We go for some push-ups. You don't need these, but sometimes I use these little push-up bars because you can get a little bit lower. And here we go. By the way, how many push-ups reps do you do? Like Muhammad Ali said, keep going until it starts to burn, and then start counting reps at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 4, 5, 7, 9, 30, 31, 32. I'll read the comments in a second. I can't do that while I'm doing this. 40. All right, take a quick break. I'll read some of these comments here. Hope I don't have to delete a lot of them. Hey, Tyler. I once played Fortnite for about 2 days, and then I deleted it. Thanks, Louie, for being proud of me. Hey, Burger King. Sometimes people say that I look like Tony Hawk. Hi, Louie Edits. MKE's in the house. Usagi. Happy for all to see. Brother, I got to do my workout in an hour. Happy to hear that, guys. All right, get back on the floor. We'll do some more push-ups. Ooh. All right, here we go. I love the sunlight behind me, like it's some movie and I'm some angel or something with some halo behind me. 1, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 15 for round 2. I'm gonna take a break. Remember, if you're doing this with me, make sure you have some water that you're drinking. And take some breaks between these reps if you need to. So I'm gonna sit down for a second. And welcome to my channel, my live stream. My name is Monroe Mann. Guys, I'm 150 watch hours away from hitting the monetization threshold. It's been an interesting summer, I gotta say. So thank you for you guys watching, because you're helping this channel to potentially become successful. Thank you. What else we have here? Tyler's here, how are you? And thanks for subscribing, Louie. Happy for all to see, appreciate the support. Next step is we're gonna do some sit-ups. And every time I do it, there's someone in the chat who goes, why are you doing it on the couch? And I always say 2 reasons. It requires more abdominal muscle to pull yourself up on a couch, because as soon as you start to move, you start to sink. But believe it or not, it's harder to do a sit-up on a couch sometimes than it is on the ground. The other reason is it protects your tailbone, because doing a sit-up on the ground, it actually hurts. All right, remember, same thing. You want to do as many sit-ups as you can until it starts to burn. and then you want to do 10 more. Usually it starts to burn around 40, so we'll probably do 50. And I will read all your comments in 1 second. Stick around, I will get to your comments. Let's do some sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, starting to burn, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 sit-ups. Now guys, remember, I'm not in competition with you, and you shouldn't be in competition with me. Some of you can do more push-ups and sit-ups than me, some of you can do less. I'm not doing this to brag, and I'm not doing it to feel inferior to you. I'm just doing it to motivate you. It's more fun for me to do exercise with you guys, and I'm hoping it's more exciting for you to do some exercise with me. Even if I inspire you to get down and do 5 push-ups or 5 jumping jacks, anything like that, guess what? You're better off than you were 10 minutes ago. I'll read the comments, then we're going to the pull-up bar. Okay. And Jackson's asking if I'm a Trump supporter or Kamala Harris supporter. Definitely a Trump supporter. Red Space, why are your eyes deformed? That's just the way I was born. Louis asks, how long have you been working out already? Do you mean on this live stream or in general? I mean, I've worked out my whole life. I'm an Iraq war veteran, so I've just been trained and conditioned to always stay in good shape. Kilda Batman's asking if I oil up my abs. I do not. And, okay, we got to delete some, put a user in timeout, 10 minutes. And Bob Cox says, so no one sorts Kamala. By the way, Trump just agreed to the debate, I think on September 10th. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure the whole world is looking forward to this. Kill the Batman says, need some music. Yeah, I don't want any copyright strikes. So you guys can put on your own music while we're doing the live streams. Unclear Vision. Grandpa, how can I get muscles like you? Work out regularly. Show up to my live streams. Do this. I have these other fitness live streams recorded. Just watch it. Do it 3 times a week. Follow along with my routine 3 times a week, and you've got it. And Donald Trump is back in the house. Louis says, I love your motivation. Thank you. I love your support. And play some Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno! All right. And yeah, I'm going to go on a Discord later today, Jer. I have to catch up with everything. So, all right, I'm going to go now to the pull-up bar. Right here, look. You can get this on Amazon for about $30 to $50, and it just connects. It just holds, it connects to this. So if you have any bathroom, it should work fine. Just remember you do your measurements of your door, how wide it is from here to here, before you buy your pull-up bar. Otherwise it won't fit. All right, we're gonna do some pull-ups now. Remember there are 2 types of pull-ups. You can do these ones, it's your traditional pull-ups. This is where your hands are facing away from you. That's gonna generally do the triceps more if you have them towards you. It can do the biceps more. And if they're in close like this, it'll also do your chest. We're gonna do all types of these today. So we'll start with the regular one. And remember, with pull-ups, it's different. Like with push-ups, you go until you burn and then do 10 more. With pull-ups, when it starts to burn, you can maybe do two more or 3 more. But you just want to go till it burns and then push yourself a little bit harder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, burning, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, so I'm doing 13 right there, but obviously you guys just saw that I did the whole round of push-ups earlier. So, I mean, if I do the pull-ups first, probably could do 20, 22. So we'll take a break here, look quick at some of these. Kill the Batman says he will like the live if you do 1,000 pull-ups. You can like the live if you like, or you don't have to like the live. But I will never be able to do 1,000 pull-ups on one session. Sorry, my friend. Push it to the limit. Wendell says little ass legs. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have the strongest legs. I've had 2 knee surgeries. And Wendell, you should learn to be more polite to people because you have no idea what people have been through. And my little ass legs could outrun yours in a sprint any day, despite everything. So you let me know when you want to do a sprint, and we'll show you how my little ass legs will dominate you, my friend. What's up, Reposting King? Kill the Batman says, I've got good legs for a guy in his 80s. That is true. And actually, I'm going to turn 89 in November. And I hope you guys will sing a happy birthday to me. Do some more pull-ups. So when you do them out this way, that's going to do more your back and the chest. Six, 8, 9. Awesome. So that's the end of the first circuit. We'll take a break and we'll do the whole thing over again. I'll take a quick sit-down break, read more of the criticisms and compliments. Thanks, Jer. I love my legs too. They do all right. Killed a Batman, the golden years. This guy, Porkchop76, is in the live chat every day, just talking about Lamar Luttrell from the movie, I think, was it Revenge of the Nerds at the Paris Olympics. Oh, my calves are pretty big. Look at those things. I mean, I definitely have sprinter legs and not bodybuilder legs. Oh boy. George the Beetle is in the house. How are you? I wonder why George chose himself the Beetle rather than George the Cockroach, George the Yellow Jacket, George the Mealworm. I think George the Mealworm would be a popular choice. I'm going to take a drink of water and we're going to go back to doing some of our squats. I want you guys to know that everyone's got their own struggles. So it is true. My upper body is very, very strong. Lower body, not so much. For some people, losing weight is incredibly difficult. For me, even keeping my weight is incredibly difficult because I have such a high metabolism and I don't eat a massive amount of food. I'm constantly struggling trying to keep my weight. Trying to gain weight, even more difficult. When I was in Iraq, right now I weigh about 146 pounds. When I was in Iraq, I weighed 157. And it's weird. I sweat a lot more there. I was doing so much more exercise, but I was also eating 3 very big meals a day because they wanted to make sure that we were really well fed for the missions out there. But anyway, I'm just telling you this. Whatever that guy who was in there who was given a bunch of criticism of my legs, I don't care. He can say whatever he wants. But I guarantee you that guy has got his own struggles too. And maybe even if he has a perfect body, which I highly doubt, I'm sure he's got his own mental challenges. He has emotional challenges, financial challenges. No one is living a perfect life. Everybody's struggling in some way. And the most important thing is don't compare yourself to other people. It'll give you a false sense of confidence if you see yourself as better than them, which is terrible. Or it'll give you a false sense of insecurity because you feel that you should be where they are and you feel inadequate. So in either case, just don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to other people. You want to be, as they say, your mission is to become, from today, become the best self you've ever been. So try to do one more rep for you. Who cares if you can do more push-ups than me? I don't care. Who cares if your legs are bigger than mine? I don't care. There are a million guys and girls who are bigger than me and stronger than me. I don't want to be them. I want to be today a stronger version of Monroe Mann. And I'm doing it right now. And if any of you are watching and you're just sitting on your couch, you're missing a really golden opportunity to do something. Do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do some type of exercise. Take the live stream and go for a walk around your block while I'm doing this. All right, let's do the single leg squats again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a quick break. We're going to do another round. If you're wondering why I'm doing more on the left leg, it's because of surgery, my left quad is significantly smaller than my right quad. So I'm just trying to give it a little bit more of a workout so that it will, I hope one day, be as big as my right quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. The quad workout is done. And I'll catch up on comments, then we're going to do more push-ups. Ooh, have I tried counting calories? I did that when I was in college, and that just made me very depressed. Maybe depressed because I could never find enough food that would get me the calories that I needed. And that would make me even more depressed than me being somewhat underweight. And liquid calories are best. I do have those Boost Plus. Each one of them has 350 calories, a little bottle, which is good. But I remember when I was a kid, when high school, whatever, middle school, and I would go to GNC and get those big tubs, and you'd add it to milk in the milkshake blender, and they tasted horrible. I tried to force myself to take those muscle building, weight gainer shakes. I was like, how the heck are you supposed to drink this entire thing? It was like, I almost wanted to throw up. Jer's now talking about the 10,000 calories in the smoothie. I don't know, maybe the smoothies have developed. Maybe their flavors are better. Jer, where do you recommend I go to get a good weight gain smoothie? No, I don't like doing any drugs. No weed for me. Thank you. Kill the Batman worked out. Liquid calories. Stop shagging the wall. Hey, that's how you build up your quad muscles, my friend. Free weights at the gym. Yeah, I've heard that's helpful. And double tap for the likes. Hey, Cult Shooter, great to have you back again. So now Cult is calling me Rocco, but now it's just Monroe Mann doing some fitness. But thanks for your kudos about Rocco Tribbiani. Again, guys, I cannot believe it. I am 200 watch hours away from hitting 3,000. And then when that happens, I click the submit button, and it takes 30 days, and fingers crossed that YouTube will anoint me as a YouTube knight. Thank you for all your support. Jer says, I drink a 1,000 calorie smoothie. Weight gainers are horrible for you. Okay, great, Jer. So tell me about how to create a 1,000 calorie smoothie. Increase calories to 4K and hit the Bowflex. That's what Blood's saying here in the chat. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, I don't need to hit the Bowflex or anything like that. I mean, I do my exercise, and I'm more active, I think, than most of the population in the US. I just can't gain weight. Morty says, any advice for gaining muscle fast? I mean, eat a lot of protein, just protein, and work your muscles out to exhaustion. And just like Muhammad Ali said, go until you start to feel the burn, and then start counting, and then do more from there. And you got to do it at least 3 times a week to gain the muscle. I have seen my body grow in the last 2 months because I've been doing these fitness live streams, and it's forcing me to do fitness more regularly. If I didn't have this live stream going right now, I would have done 1 rep, 1 round, and I'd be done. But like, I know I said I was going to do 2. You guys are here, so I'm going to get back and do more push-ups in a second. You just got to be consistent and push yourself to exhaustion. And all right, all right, we got some 250 push-ups a day, keeps the doctors away. Many different options for 1,000 calorie smoothie, says Jer. Had to force the calories. All right, so I'm gonna go. It's time to go back and down to do with push-ups. Get down on the floor, guys. Let's do something. Do something with me here. So this time I'll go a little wider. Wah, 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 wah. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 5, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's just starting to burn now. We'll do 10 more. 41, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Ooh. Take a quick breather break, and then we shall continue. Okay, here we go, guys. 1 second. We'll do a few more. And again, I hope you guys will do some push-ups here with me. That's the idea. And certainly not going to be able to do 50 in this next round. Maybe 15 or 20. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh my gosh, 15. Okay. Exhausting, guys. Let's see. And a lot of comments. Reposting King is asking if I went to college. So much college. I have more degrees than I think anyone in the world. I have a bachelor's, I have an associate's, I have a PhD, I have 3 master's degrees, I have a law degree, and now I'm in pre-med at Miami-Dade College. It's Tim says, I think muscle gaining is a waste of time. Could be not, depends. I think building up your muscle is important so you can react if you need to in a situation. I don't know what TRT therapy is. Jared says building up says help with confidence and testosterone. Okay. How you lift matters. That's True Blood. It's Tim says I used to try to gain muscle. It's more trouble than it's worth. I'll tell you, it does take time. I have, and when people see me with my shirt off, they say, oh, you have a Bruce Lee body. I don't have much fat, but I got a lot of muscle. And I'm a lot stronger than people think I am just by looking at me like this. And I wouldn't focus on really building muscle. It's like just focus on building strength. And you know that by, okay, can you do 10 pull-ups right now? If not, well then make that your focus for the rest of the summer. Just who cares about building muscle? Can you get enough strength that you can do 10 pull-ups or 10 push-ups or 20 sit-ups, whatever that may be. Thanks, Morty Money, for the compliment. Jer is saying body weight does not work. You have to lift heavy weights at the gym. Interesting. Well, some people say that my face is a little too gaunt that I should gain some weight so that I have a little bit more, fill out in my face. And Jer says, doing single leg squats destroyed my knees. That's why when you see me, I'm holding the wall. If you don't hold the wall, a single leg squat will destroy your knees. But if you do it and you're holding on to that, it allows it to target it. It helps your back. And by having that little bit of support, you're not putting so much pressure on your knees. And moderate weight gain for optimal muscle gaining. All right, what else we got here? Kilda Batman says bodybuilding and powerlifting are two very different things. Interesting. Kilda Batman says, do you have a clown college degree though? I've graduated from 3 clown colleges. The most prestigious was a mime clown college in Paris, France. Blood says, Bruce Lee body's a good compliment. Don't have to be huge, just good shape. Yeah, I mean, I do wish I weighed 5 pounds more, 6 pounds more. I do wish my legs were a little bit bigger, my quads. But I mean, sometimes you're limited with your body. I've had 2 knee surgeries, and both of my legs have had some trauma. It's not an excuse. I'm sure if I worked really hard, I could build up my quad muscles. But in the end of the day, it's not the biggest goal of mine is to have these big quad muscles. Yeah, Jerry, you can send a link to your favorite smoothie. Go ahead. Jerry, just throw it in the Discord. Stilio says, I've been exercising for 10 years and I'm still fat. With all due respect, you need to eat less, and you need to do it depends on what kind of exercise you're doing. You can't just if you just go around and walks around the block, you're not going to lose weight. You need to do power walking, you need to do jogging, you need to do fast bicycle riding, you need to be doing jumping jacks, you need to be something cardiovascular that really burns those calories. And you just got to make sure the calories coming in are less than the calories going out through exercise. And Christian, yeah, I'm a Christian, Emily. All right, I'm gonna come back to these comments in a second because I got to do next round, which is the sit-ups. Let's do sit-ups, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys will get on the floor with me. All right, guys, let's do it. I'm gonna do probably 50 again. We'll see. Maybe I'll do more. But by the way, thanks for liking the live stream. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel. It's not just live. It's not just fitness. I do improv comedy on here. Original music, singing and guitar. We talk about current events. I do motivational live streams and talking about investing and finance. Lots of cool stuff. But right now, we're doing some sit-ups. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, almost lost you there. So that's the sit-ups portion, and we only got the pull-up bar remaining, which is good news. Let me see what the comments are. Blood says you'll get the bigger face with the increase in the body. You can't increase the face without the body. Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let's just say I gain 5 pounds of muscle. That's not going to change the way my face looks. There's nothing worse than me seeing these huge bodybuilder guys and they have a tiny head. It's like they're like these voodoo dolls or whatever, you know, like when they've got a big body and a shrunken head from the Caribbean. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to be one of those big guys with a tiny head. So I need to have my head to be in proportion with my body. Dan Watts says that's actually awesome. I don't know what you're saying is awesome, but thank you for the compliment, Dan. Jer says optimal nutrition, gold standard, double chocolate is best. And optimal nutrition, gold standard, double chocolate. Thank you for that. I'm just screenshot that. I might as well have fun doing it. Yeah, blood agrees with what I said. If you're still fat, then you're still taking in more calories than you are burning. And I don't want to claim to know the struggle of people who are overweight, but I think I have an idea because I know how difficult it is to gain weight. But the truth is, why haven't I gained weight? Because it just doesn't mean enough to me. If I really wanted to gain weight, I would force food into my body and I would go to the gym every day working out and I'd be 175 pounds very soon by the end of the summer. But I think a lot of people who are overweight, it's just discipline. As Blood is saying, you need to expend more calories than you're bringing in. I know there are all these medicines on the market, Ozempic and all these pills and injections. I personally don't think any of those things are smart. I really do believe that for most people, I know there are certain outlier situations where they need to have some additional assistance. For most people who are overweight, just gotta eat less and exercise more. And that's it. If I wanna gain weight, I need to eat more and gain more muscle mass. Hi, Bluff, hello. And Blood says my back hurts from watching this. 2 tablespoons honey, all right, good, I'm gonna try that, but it tastes worst. It's Tim says we can improve the quality of life, but not the length of our life because our days are already numbered. That is true. That is very, very true, Tim. And Colt Shooter. Pre-workout with caffeine and vasodilators 12 hours is a hell of a pump. I agree. You know, I think one of the reasons why my upper body is so much more toned, let's say, than my lower body, I can do upper body workout in my apartment so easily. What can I do for my lower bodies? Those single leg squats, that's basically it. And that's why you guys are saying I got to go to the gym. But we all have limited time in each day. I don't know, maybe I need to get something, a home gym for doing some leg raises or leg curls, something like that. And Tim says, or Jerry says, everyone should try to get a good body. Angelo is here. How you doing? Good to see you. A nice body helps build confidence. That's true. And JR's got to get back to the gym. Next, Rock Balboa. Adrian. JR says, my face looks good. It's who you are. Thank you so much. Having a skinny face makes my jawline bigger. That's right. Look at that. It's a good jawline. You're right. We don't want to lose the jawline. As long as you have a thick neck, you're good. But I don't think I have a thick neck, do I? I think I have just a normal, this neck looks good on this head. Have I checked for HIV? I have blood tests every year at the VA hospital. And I'm happy to report I do not have HIV. Good to know. Jared says a key component of looking better is losing face fat, and you're already looking good. Thank you. So, wow, you're the first person saying maybe I should keep my face the way it is. And can you shout Darius out? Hi, Darius. How are you? Ray, I'm going to delete that message because meth is not a good pre-workout. No promotion of drugs here. Jer, that's exactly my point. Jer said, I used to force myself to drink 3 smoothies a day, but it made me hate food. And that was my problem with all those weight gainers from GNC and this and that. It made me just, I wanted to throw up. I mean, I think the nausea from forcing yourself to eat when you don't want to eat is worse than the hunger pains you feel from preventing yourself from eating. I would take hunger pain over nausea any day of the week. This is why I think if I were fat, I would become skinny again very, very quickly. Because I can put up with that feeling of being hungry. And it would make me so excited to look forward to the next meal when I could satiate that pain. Whereas with weight gain, and you can never stop eating. You just gotta keep stuffing this stuff in your mouth and it makes you just feel bleh. All right, Blood says no gym, just a Bowflex. It'll change your life. I don't have enough room in my apartment. A Bowflex would fit here, but I have this stretching machine to help me with leg flexibility. And I want to get my leg flexibility better to do roundhouse kicks for Taekwondo, more than I want to have a bodybuild leg. Oh, why am I going down here? Got to do pull-ups. So guys, time for you to do some push-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, if you have a pull-up bar, you can do some pull-ups with me. So, first round is I'm going to turn my hands this way, towards me. Palms towards me, that's going to work my biceps more. I'll do one round like this, which will do mostly biceps, and then we'll do one round close. When you bring your arms together like this, it works your chest muscles. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, take a break. And then the next round on this lower bar, instead of like this, you bring these together as much as you can. Put your elbows together. It's hard because your range of motion gets limited, but that's going to allow you to do your chest a little bit more. My target is 5 because I'm exhausted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. All right. And I'm grateful I'm done with my workout for the day, because that was tough. Blood is saying resistance training is amazing. Kelda Batman prefers the gym. Jared says 2 smoothies a day with meat is perfect. Ray is singing Right Said Friend, I think. If you like my body and you think I'm sexy. Ray says I have a turkey neck. Does that mean it's a big neck or a small neck? Cult Shooter. Home workouts never worked for me. Too many distractions. Well, Cult, that's what I work out longer and harder since I started doing my fitness routines with you guys on live stream. Because I feel like it's the same thing. I have my gym buddies, you guys, and you guys are keeping me motivated. Sometimes you go, hey, do an extra rep. Hey, can you do this? Show me how to do that. I know you guys are watching me, so I'm expected to do my best. 100% I do a better workout with you guys. So, Cult, I give you 2 recommendations to avoid the distractions, or 3 recommendations at home. Invite a friend over and do the workout with your friend at home. Whenever my friend Federico comes here, we do something together. We'll get on the floor, we'll do sit-ups, we'll do some push-ups, some pull-ups. Number 2 is start your own live streams on YouTube. Maybe that's a weird bit of advice, but even if there's 0 people watching, you know that if it's a public video, it's going to get uploaded later. Other people will get inspired by it, and you know that people are going to watch it, so you're going to try to do your best. Or don't do live streams, just create a fitness video of yourself. Turn the camera on, record it, and then post it up on YouTube. And I had three recommendations. What was my third recommendation? And have your friend comes over, do a live stream. Or I would just say, oh, third one, come and participate on these live streams with me here. I mean, we've been on here for 45 minutes. You don't have to do the same routine as me. I mean, when you go to the gym with your gym buddies, you guys aren't probably doing the exact same routine. So I encourage you guys to just use me as motivation to do your own routine. And you don't even need to do it with me live. If you don't, you can watch the recorded ones too. So you can do it whenever you want. And I am not drinking an isolate protein shake every day. D-Boy saying hello, have a good morning. Thank you to you too. Louie wants me to say happy birthday to Addie and Mac. The twins, happy birthday to the twins, Addie and Mac. Blood's about to turn into chicken and rice. Okay. Yeah, Jerry, you're right about no one consuming enough protein. That's including me. I would say everyone should consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. 20 to 40 grams of bulking. You know, that's very interesting, Jerry. I really think that's the truth. I probably do. I mean, let me grab one of those Boost drinks and just see how much protein is in there. So here, I buy these things at the supermarket, Boost Plus, and it says 360 calories, so 14 grams of protein. So Jer, you're saying you should have 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You're telling me that I should be having 147 grams of protein per day, plus 20, so about 160 grams of protein per day. How the heck am I going to have 160 grams of protein per day? That seems absolutely impossible. Impossible. Nothing's impossible. But I mean, that sounds like a very arduous task to find 160 grams of protein. Culture says, always warm up my chest first before doing back. He tore his left pec doing weight chins first thing cold. You got to be careful. Absolutely. Tim says, Federico. Yeah, I'll have Federico come back to a live stream eventually. He's been on twice. We'll bring him back again. Isolate shake. Jair says 200 grams of protein, 160 pounds. But where do you get that protein? I mean, this thing is infused with extra protein, and it's only 14 grams. I'm supposed to drink like 12 of these a day? I can't drink 12 of these a day. It wouldn't be good for me anyway because there's too much, I'd be getting. Now this thing though, wait, this thing says 14 grams of protein, that's 28% of the recommended serving. And that's for the average American. I'm not sure what weight that is based on. But I mean, that's 30%. So they're saying here that you should probably have around 60 grams of protein per day. You guys are saying 160. Well, these things are pretty good. They taste very good. They taste certainly better than those GNC shakes that I have. Look, Jer, it helps gain or maintain weight. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Don't follow the recommended guidelines. Interesting. 1 gram per pound of body fat is correct. Well, all right, so let me ask you guys then. Where the heck do you get your protein from? Is it only from those shakes, or can you get 160 grams of protein through a regular just eating food? Blood is saying isolate shakes. JR is saying make your own mood. Cold shooter is saying deer meat. Well, we're not all a cold shooter here and don't have access to deer meat in our backyard. But that's good for cold shooter. He's got a convenient protein factory in his backyard. Louie, did you really break your foot? I'm sorry to hear that. Did you have to get a cast? Are you out of commission for the next 6 weeks? Goody saying, no, this is not Rocco. This is Monroe Mann. I'm the brainchild behind Rocco. We just did a fitness live stream, did some exercise, some push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. We're having a discussion about protein and weight gaining at the moment. And let's see. Blood says if you switch up to actual protein shakes, you'll see change in the body much quicker. Very interesting. Yada, 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 says Goody. Goody's got a gold medal. I'm not sure what that is. A gold medal in yada, yada, yada-ing. Smoothie is 60 grams protein. Chicken with rice, 30 grams protein. Interesting. All right, Goody, I'm going to put you in a timeout for 5 minutes. Louis has a cast and is out for 1 month. Well, you can use that time to do a lot of reading. You can use that time to plan what you're going to do when the cast comes off. You can use that time to catch up on some TV shows that you wanted to. I'll tell you, I had foot surgery in 2016. So I got back from China. I was living in China at the time, in Shanghai, awesome city. And I had a neuroma in my foot, and it's basically a nerve tumor. And I had to go to the podiatrist. They actually had to remove the nerve in my foot. And I was up for, I couldn't walk for about, I also had a bunionectomy because I had a bunion. So we did both at the same time. And I was out for 6 weeks off my feet. And it was the only time I could sit on the couch and I watched the whole series of 24, guilt-free. And the only time you can really do that is if you literally cannot move. So I would say you should really enjoy your time off, Louie. You got 4 weeks to just be as lazy as you want and feel fine about it. So enjoy that time. Watch some TV shows, maybe create a good plan, read some books. I would recommend your mission is to read 3 books in that entire month. You got no excuse. Find 3 interesting topics that you want to read about and do that. Chicken and rice, steak and soy sauce. Tim says you can get out of the corner in 5 minutes. I'm not sure what that means. Jer says I'm Asian, so we have a lot of soy sauce and 500 variations. Binging The Boys now. The show started off good. It's just becoming so disgusting and grungy and so sexual. That's the thing I like. Like some of these things are like literally not even NC-17. It's like not NC 250. And every time I see it, it's like why? I don't know why people think that's funny or enriching or entertaining. The concept of the show is very interesting, and I try to watch it as much as I can, but I got to fast forward through some of it because it's just like, this is gross. And Cold Shooter says, how many rest days between body parts? Cold Shooter's 56 takes 3. So I really, the way that I do my workout is, and I know you're probably asking some of the other people here in the chat because they're more bodybuilders than I am. I basically try to do a workout at least 2 times a week. That's what I do. Like this, what I just did there. Sometimes, like if I'll go wakeboarding, and I'm going off the jumps and the ramps, and that requires a lot of legs. I mean, my legs are killing me. My forearms are killing me. So that'll basically be my workout, and for about 2 days thereafter, I can't do anything else. Same thing if I do a really hard bike ride, and I'm using my. By the way, if you guys ride a bike and you want to really get a good workout, you got to get the toe clips, these things. Because you do these toe clips, it allows you to not only push down, but then you get to pull up. And that does your calf in the back, and it allows you to use both sides of the muscles, and you can go twice as fast, and you're going to use a lot more muscles. So anyway, that's my take on that. And Jer says never have sugar. I love sugar though. Sugar's so tasty. Sugar tasty. Monroe likes sugar. The body's enemy. Sugar is horrible. Do you like Mason Greenwood? I don't know who Mason Greenwood is, but I imagine he must be a soccer player because you said, do you like soccer? 2 times a week is good, yeah. Want to look old fast, eat lots of sugar. But blood, look at me. I'm 46 years old, and some people disagree, but I don't think I look 46 years old. I don't feel 46 years old. I feel like I'm still in really good shape, and I wouldn't say I have tons of sugar, but I'm not actively, I'm not going to drink that because that has sugar in it. I mean, sugar is required for our body to function. I mean, when we think about it. And our body actually creates sugar to give us energy. So, I mean, getting sugar gone completely doesn't make any sense because we do need it. But I do agree it needs to be in moderation. But I don't think I have so much sugar. Like, I have Dr. Peppers here, but I get the small cans. I'll maybe have maybe one every 5 days. I don't have my ice pops very often. So I think you can have sugar, just don't go overboard. Don't be eating a nerd's rope three meals a day. Jer says I could have looked even younger without sugar. I'm okay. I enjoyed the sugar. I enjoyed the sugar. Hold on, my mom is knocking on the door. Let me just see what's going on with her. Hey. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Oh, okay. But no, I'm ready to have lunch in maybe like 20 minutes. Okay. Make sure you take time to help your parents. And I know in American culture, it's about being independent and get away from your parents as soon as possible. And that horrible thing, well, I didn't ask my parents to give birth to me. That's not very respectful. And I do love that about the Asian culture. As I mentioned, I lived in China. I visited many Asian countries, and they really take care of their parents. And I've always been this way, but it was nice to see it over there. And I see the contrast with America, where it's just get rid of your parents and go live your independent life. You know what? For most of us, you are who you are because of the sacrifices your parents made to guide you, to educate you, to get you to where you're going. So I just urge you, no matter how much of a pain in the butt your parents may be, help them out, especially when they're elderly. Make sure you don't let them spend the last years of their life alone struggling, especially if one of them is passed away, like my dad is and my mom is alone. You got to help your parents. And diet soda, please. I don't like diet soda because I don't like those artificial sweeteners. And I feel like those artificial sweeteners are worse than real sugar. I will say this very fast. I think I mentioned this in another live stream. These researchers were doing some random research with deoxyribose sugar. And they were using it as a way to heal, they were doing tests on rats to determine if they could accelerate the healing process by using this deoxyribose sugar on the skin of the rats. What they noticed is not only did it heal things faster, but it grew the hair back completely on any of the rats that did not have hair. And so they're doing studies now because they think that this might even be better than Propecia and minoxidil. And it's a natural sugar. Just putting the sugar on there, boom. So I'm hoping maybe I'll have more hair down here one day. Either that or I have to go to Turkey and get a nice hair transplant. Louis says Mason Greenwood is a great soccer player. Awesome. Jared says, I don't care about sodium intake. See, isn't that so funny how everyone's got a different perspective? For me, I think sugar's fine in moderation. Get rid of salt as much as you can. But you know what's fascinating too about the body? There are some people who hate sugar and love salt. I love sugar, hate salt. I don't like things that are too salty. A little tiny bit of salt on your food is good, but not a lot. Blood says, open that door and yell, I love you every chance you get. That's true. That is true. Jer overinflates his chicken with hot sauce. Funny. Jer says, my Asian parents expect me to stay with them until I turn 28. Jer, I would say stay with your parents as long as you can put up with them. Because if you can live rent-free, you should live rent-free. And use that extra money you save to invest in your retirement fund, or invest in the stock market, use it to start a business. I would be living with my mom right now, except that eventually I said, you know what, I cannot live with my mom anymore. Not because it's not an ego thing. I don't care if I were living with my mom. I couldn't take it anymore. But I would say if you can put up with it, save that money as much and as long as you can. Blood says, I try to stay as close as I can to my parents. That's good blood, very important. And Tim says, blaming parents for being born is not very humane. Yeah, I agree with you. And you have wife and kids, then move out. Yeah. Now that's nothing to do but even in Asia, Jer, you know this. If you've been to Asia, if your parents talk to you about what it's like over there, a lot of Asian families, they all live together. Like the grandma and grandpa live with the son and daughter, and they're married, and the grandkids are all there. And in some capacity, I think that's fantastic. Latin America has this culture too, where everyone kind of lives together. And I feel like both are kind of overboard. I think living with all three families, extended families, all together would drive me crazy unless I lived in a mansion. At the same time, I think the American mentality of everyone fends for himself and do what you can and then get the heck out. And that's, I think, a little extreme as well. I think having some happy medium. I think what I have with my mom is perfect. I live in an apartment. We live literally on opposite sides of the hallway. And so I can just get out here and walk down to see her, take the dog out for a walk, take out her garbage. She can come over here and say, hey, do you want to grab lunch? Do you want to do this? But I can lock my door and it's quiet, and I don't have to worry about living in her house and her rules, or her living in my house and my rules, because my mom and I get into arguments a lot, and this allows us to help one another, but to not cause each other to go insane. And Jer, artificial sweeteners definitely not better for your body. They've actually shown, they thought that aspartame was based on that rationale. They found that aspartame apparently causes cancer. Now they're going back to sugar. Jerry, you're too young to know this, but sugar used to be excellent. And in the 80s, they had these ads for sugar, and sugar was fine. Then they said, sugar is bad. So they had they came up with Splenda, they came up with Sweet and Low, and all these artificial sweeteners, and they were promoting them for years, until they started to do a lot of studies going, you know what? Sugar is actually a lot less damaging to the body than the artificial sweeteners. So, they're doing research all the time on these artificial sweeteners. So maybe there'll be another artificial sweetener that is better for sugar, but this thing has artificial sweetener in it. What is it? Let's see what it is. What is the sweetener? Can't even tell you. Sucralose. Certainly not sugar. And they put no sugar added, right? Here, 0 sugar. But people think that 0 sugar means that it's healthy. But 0 sugar just means there's something else sweetening it, and it may not be good for you. Again, I don't mind having a little bit of it. I don't think it's going to damage me that much, but be careful of artificial sweeteners. Do your research on them. Colt says, Jared says, there's no way I'm moving out. Good. Stay long, stay strong. Honestly, the perfect situation would be that I become wealthy enough that I could buy a home that is so big that I've got my own wing of the home. And it's, or to some extent where it's like a duplex, or it's the same building, but they're connected or something like that. That's kind of what we have here with these apartments. But I'm saying if I bought a place, that would allow me to have a similar situation. My mom can afford a condo, but we keep talking. It's like, do you really want to go get one? But then you'd be far away from me. I wouldn't be able to come by and get the dog. I wouldn't be able to take your garbage out as easily and stuff. So sometimes staying in an apartment is a good financial decision because it allows you to stay close to your family. My sister's a doctor, is teaching me about investing. If I'm good enough, she's going to buy me my first property. That's fantastic, Chair. I look forward to hearing about that. My mom and I own some rental real estate property here in Miami Beach, and I manage those for her. We're thinking of buying a third one. If you guys can get involved with real estate investing and you're interested in running a side business, it's not a bad thing to go because real estate is generally always going up, and you can rent it, and your tenants can pay the mortgages. It's a very fascinating way to do things. And It's T says, everyone's living in the sea. So I think Tim is sharing some poem or something here. Yeah, Jared says, what are you yapping about, Tim? All right. Jared says, why would you not live in the property? I don't know what you mean by that. Why would you not live in the property? Which property are you talking about? I said, because look, my mom and I have an Airbnb up in Maine, and we're selling that now. It's too hard to manage from down here, and we never go up there anymore. So with that money, a mom could either buy a condo for herself, or we could buy another rental property, which would, obviously give her more money and help pay for the rent even more. But if she gets a condo, I'm still staying here for now in my apartment, then she's going to be far away. And she likes the fact that she's close, and I like the fact that she's close. And so that's the issue. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head off, go grab some lunch. Actually, I'm going to go take a shower first because I'm a little sweaty. Always take a shower after you do your fitness workout. I'm going to do some stretching. I'm going to do my stretching routine before I take a shower. Go grab some lunch. And Jer, I will jump on the Discord later today. And I'm going to catch up on a whole bunch of work. And thank you guys for watching. I'm sure we got about another 10 to 20 hours of watch time with this live stream. And getting closer and closer to getting monetized. I appreciate that. Thanks, Cold Shooter. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sharks more important than dolphins, says it's Tim. Debatable. Definitely debatable. You guys are fantastic. Again, please subscribe to my channel. You can read more about me. There are all the links on my channel description for my website, my law practice, my financial management practice, the Discord, the breakdiving.io community that I created. You can follow me on X. It's x.com/Monroe Mann if you want to follow me there for whatever reason. I don't have a great following there. I like YouTubing more, and I don't understand how X works. But I definitely will watch out for the Sharks, not the Dolphins. See you later, Jer. See you later, Tim. See you later, Cold Shooter, and the rest of the crowd here. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are, and thanks for being a fan and supporter. Bye.